The Secret of the Sun-Drenched Soil. Old Silas lived on a quiet farm with his two sons, Bram and Soren. While Silas loved to watch the sunrise over the meadows, the boys preferred to spend their days lounging in the shade of the big elm tree. The farm was sleepy, with more weeds than wheat and more naps than work. One breezy morning, Silas called his sons to the porch. His voice was low and mysterious. "My sons," he said, leaning forward, "I have a secret. Somewhere beneath the soil of this farm, there is a treasure of immense value. You must find it before the season ends." Bram and Soren did not need to be told twice. They forgot all about their naps and ran to the shed. They emerged with heavy iron shovels and marched straight to the center of the largest field. They imagined wooden chests overflowing with gold coins and necklaces made of stars. They began to dig. They dug in the cool morning air, and they continued as the sun climbed high and hot. Bron turned over heavy clumps of dark earth, while Soren sifted through the dirt with his fingers, searching for the glint of a hidden box. Days turned into weeks. Every inch of the farm was being turned over. Silas walked out to the edge of the field to check on their progress. Bram leaned on his shovel, breathing hard. "We have searched the whole west side, Father," he panted, "but we have found no gold." Soren was just as busy on the other side of the farm. He dug near the old stone wall and under the shade of the hedges. He moved heavy rocks and broke apart every stubborn clod of clay. The boys were no longer lazy. They were the strongest they had ever been. By the time they had searched every corner, the entire farm was soft, brown, and perfectly tilled. Not a single weed remained. Silas approached Soren with a large burlap sack. "Since you have prepared the earth so well," Silas suggested, "we should plant these seeds while the soil is ready." The spring rains fell, and the summer sun warmed the land. Bram walked out one morning and stopped in his tracks. Small, vibrant green shoots were peeking out of the ground in long, straight rows. The farm was no longer brown and dusty. It was waking up. When autumn arrived, the farm looked like a kingdom of gold. Tall stalks of corn swayed in the breeze, and heavy pumpkins glowed like fallen suns. Bram and Soren worked together to gather the massive harvest. Their wagons were so full, they creaked under the weight of the food. That evening, they sat down to a feast. "We never found the treasure chest, Father," Soren said, looking at the bounty on the table. Silas smiled and shook his head. "The treasure wasn't in a box, my son. It was the hard work that turned this earth into gold. Your industry is the greatest wealth we have.